guys, welcome to Bookworm Biddies. Glad to have you here with us today. As you can see, I am down 2 co-hosts because we are practicing social distancing. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I have finished reading, what I'm going to read, and some of the books that you have shared that you are reading at home yourselves. Since my co-hosts aren't here today, I will also have a guest reader later on that I think you'll really enjoy listening to. So the book that I just finished is Lou. It is the 4th book in the track series written by Jason Reynolds. You may recall that in one of our previous videos, Mrs. Tagmeyer and I exchanged this book. So last night I finished it up and it was great. I enjoyed Lou's story. I thought he had a lot to offer to the overall plot line. If I had to rank the 4 books in order from best to worst, then I would definitely say the first book, Ghost, was my all-time favorite. He was my favorite character. I thought his personality was fantastic, and I liked his story throughout the other books in the series as well. The second favorite book of the series would be Lou. I thought that he was funny. I liked his relationship with his family, and I think he just really wrapped up the series in a great way at the end with the coach. The third book would be Sunny, which I talked about in one of the previous episodes. And then the 4th book would be Patina. There wasn't that anything wrong with the book. It just wasn't something that I connected with as much as the others. So if you're out there and you're looking for a book that deals with sports, I like this, that it's track and not your typical basketball or baseball book, then I would highly recommend the track series by by Jason Reynolds. The book that I'm about to read next is Elsewhere by Gabrielle Zevin. I have heard nothing but amazing reviews about this book. This is one that Mrs. Tagmeyer usually recommends to students when I bring them down to the media center. And I think it just has a very interesting concept. So this is a book about a girl named Liz, and it starts off a little differently in that the book starts off with her death. And she finds herself in a place called Elsewhere. But the interesting thing about Elsewhere is that everyone else there has also passed away, and they're on this cruise ship. And instead of going forward, they actually start to age backwards. And Liz will continue this journey on the cruise ship until she reaches the newborn stage, and then she will come back to Earth. I think it's a really fascinating concept. It reminds me a little bit about a movie, parents, you may have seen this, about Benjamin Button. And I remember watching that movie a few years ago and just thinking, what a bizarre concept. So I think that this book has a lot to offer readers. I've had a few students read it this year and enjoy it. And I've had many students read it in the past and rank it as one of their most favorite books. So I'm going to start this today, and I will keep you posted about if it's good or not. Another book I wanted to talk about today is a book that one of my students says that they are currently reading. I asked you, my students, to tell me what your new book is. And one of my students, Jimmy, said that he's reading Torpedoed by Deborah Heiligman. I am fascinated that he is reading this book. Many of you at the beginning of the year recommended Lifeboat 12 for me, and we all really enjoyed that. It's about World War II, when British families put their children on a boat to send them to Canada to escape the bombing of London. And we all thought it was just a really excellent book, Lifeboat 12. So Jimmy is now reading Torpedoed, which is the same boat that Lifeboat 12 discusses, but this is a historical book. So instead of it being fictional or narrative verse, this is a history book that talks about the real events of that ship. I'm anxious to hear how it is, Jimmy, so if you can leave us a comment below, we would love to hear how it's going for you. Okay, so since my co-host can't be here today, I thought I would bring in a guest reader. So here I have my daughter, Natalie. Natalie, can you say hi to our friends? Wave hi. And she wanted to share some of her favorite books with you. Natalie, what kind of books did you bring us today?
Mystery books.
Those are mystery books? Why do you like them?
Because they're favorite.
They're your favorite. Which one are you going to read today?
All of them.
All of them? Which one are you going to start with? You want to show the camera this book? And what's that book called?
A Mystery of the Clock.
The Mystery of the Clock. And who's this girl in the front right here? Who is this? Is that Nancy Drew? Who liked these books? You like them? Nancy Drew was my favorite series when I was your age. I read all of them, and these are actually my childhood books that Natalie has now claimed as hers. All right, Natalie, well, I hope you enjoy reading your mysteries today. Can you say bye to our friends?
Bye.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye.
So I want to thank all of you for tuning in today. I know it was a little different just having me here instead of the whole team, but we appreciate your support and we appreciate the comments you're leaving and the likes you're leaving us. Please feel free to share our videos. We want to build our community of readers like we've been doing all year. Stay tuned tomorrow and we hope to see you there. Bye.